I'm already tired. Whose idea was this anyway? Out of all the signs we've taken pictures in front of, I think this is the biggest and coolest one so far.
It is 7 a.m. and Nathan and I are at the Great Sand Dunes Visitor Center. It does not actually open for 2 more hours. We just wanted to get here early to make sure we get a permit for tonight's backcountry camping in the sand dunes. It's a first come, first serve. Looks like we're the first people here, and I think that means we're gonna get a permit. Nathan and I are having a really hard time deciding if we want to overnight camp in the sand dunes tonight or tomorrow night. The weather just changed and there is now a 30% chance of thunderstorms around sunset tonight. And it is highly advised you do not go out there during a thunderstorm. Turns out I've been waiting in the wrong spot. The front entrance of the visitor center is not where you pick up your permit. You have to go to the back porch. Who knew? There's no signs, absolutely no signs. Turns out there is a sign.
Okay, we are all set and ready to go. This is our camping permit. Just gonna hang on our tent. Got a parking pass so we can park here overnight. And a dune map, which is really just a white area. Just shows you where you can and can't camp. If you camp in the day use area, they will ticket you. So you have to make it past the first large ridge. The largest dune is Star Dune. It's 750 feet high and it's a 5-mile round trip hike. I think that's the one that we're gonna go for. 5 hours doesn't really sound too bad. Round trip, 2.5 hours out, 2.5 hours back. We can do that.
According to the park ranger, it would make more sense to go out today rather than tomorrow. So we're sticking with our original plan, and I'm really excited about it. You may have noticed sometimes when on the road that there's signs that say BLM land. It stands for Bureau of Land Management. It's a fancy way of saying free camping. Just outside of Great Sand Dunes National Park is a large area of BLM land. Unfortunately, Nathan and I slept in a Walmart parking lot last night. To make up for it, we've come to the BLM land to enjoy our lunch and take in these views.
We have been battling sand flies or something this whole entire time. If there's this many bugs in the dunes, it was gonna be a miserable night.
We are all packed up and ready to start this hike. I have a feeling we might have slightly overpacked. I think we're ready. Plan is to pretty much just follow these ridges up to the highest point and go from there.
That's where we have to go. It's been 40 minutes. We've done 3/4 of a mile and like 300 feet of elevation gain. Like we said before, there's no trail maps or anything. You just kind of have to guess that that's your location that you need to go. I'm trying to find Star Dune. It's the only one shaped like a star, and it's supposed to be the tallest in North America, but it's not like there's a post saying here's the top of Star Dune. Apparently there's a storm. Looks like rain. I'm not too worried about rain, I'm worried about lightning. There's quite a bit of clouds out there. We have seen lightning. They tell you that if you see lightning that you should get off the dunes. But we're like a mile and a half and an hour and a half to get off the dunes. So our plan is we'll just get to low ground, maybe even set up the tent. I don't know, I'm really not that worried. It's not like trees can fall on us, but we are a high point out here. We've also changed our footwear options. It's a little easier. Sand's not hot at all. It's almost cold. So we can see that the storm is gonna hit. So we're gonna put our tent together, put our rain fly on. We're not gonna put the tent poles up. We're gonna sit in this little bowl and wait it out. That's pretty much the best that we can do. That's Star Dune. So as soon as this blows over, we'll hike it to the top and check it off the list, I guess. Okay, we're not hunkering down. We're gonna make it to the top. I don't think it's gonna hit. I really don't. It's really windy though. That's the last little bit. It doesn't look like much, but it is. It's one of the most exhausting things I've ever done.
Make it. Woo! I think that's it.
We weren't really sure if this was the tallest one, but now I think it's definitive. I don't see anything taller or even remotely close. We win! Victory!
Woo! You can't see it, but there's just so much sand coming this way. I can feel it grinding in my eyeballs. Can you see it? Oh. My eyes hurt.
It's a lot easier going down.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
It's so windy.
I love this. We've got our permit set and ready to go. And now it's time for some dinner. On a scale of 1 to 10 in difficulty, I rate this one a 7 or 8. It's so hard on the calves.
Hips. Butt.
Nah, my hips and butt were fine. It's the calves for sure. Has been 2 distinct animal prints found very, very close to our tent, and then I still can't figure out what that 3-fingered animal is, but I'll be looking it up as soon as we get back. You can count on that.
Oh, look at that thing.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like that thing is huge, but that's where those. If
I could give one piece of solid advice, do not try to keep sand out of anything. It's impossible. Just let it happen. Because it will happen. So don't waste your time. For anyone wondering, how do we use the bathroom? That's a great question. The park ranger just said, make sure it's buried at least 6 inches deep. So that's what we've done.
Got little bug tracks. Then you got little bird tracks. And they meet right there. And then afterwards, all you see are the bird tracks. Someone didn't make it. We did eat and leave our food and trash about 100 yards at least away from camp. And seeing all the animal prints out here, whether they're bugs or something bigger, I'm kind of glad we at least took that precaution. The park ranger told us that larger animals, bear and stuff, don't really venture out here, but it looks like they might, and they do. Better safe than sorry.
The moment we've been waiting for, the final reveal. Yes! Woo! Our car's just right down there.
I can see my house from here.
Let's go. I'm almost ready to run.
This is about as close as you can get to your parents telling you that they walked to school uphill in the snow, 8 miles both ways, because it feels like we walked uphill both ways. And the sand is a lot like snow.
This feels great. I am more than excited for this cold shower that we're about to take. Home sweet home. That just came out of our shoes and socks.